Hey everybody, welcome back to War Hospital. You guys really wanted to see more, and so here I am, listening to you, and happy to do it, because I really like this. So, let's see what we can get done in this episode, and we will,
Sir, patient is cured.
try to sort things out. We do need to survive until the 21st, 5 a.m. Don't think we can do that in one episode. However, if I'm alive at the end of the episode, well, that's good. Our combat rating is good. We do have something going on here where a proper burial for William Coling and Ivan Johnson has popped. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. We do have a serious case. So now we're going to get into a little bit of prioritizing, something I alluded to in that first video. If this is, by the way, the first time you're seeing this game, I highly suggest going back and watching my previous video. I do a pretty thorough deep dive on like what's happening. It's a pretty intense medical management sim, and there's a lot to learn. So this guy's well rested. I'm going to get him out here and working on this serious patient. Now, you could argue, and there's a good argument to be made, that the cost of the bandages and stuff probably isn't ideal. Also, there was a patch, and some things maybe change from my save to here. I'm not sure, but either way, I think we can all survive that. Okay, so let's do this. We'll set rest after that, and hopefully we can get some of these. So we did have a patient that was healed out of rehab to go and get some of our military drafts here. So because I'm understaffed in the engineering department, we're gonna go ahead and order some of these bad boys. That's all I can order right now. It hurts. It hurts big time. Looking at the pharmacy, what do I have these guys doing? I do have this guy that's available. Let's put him in. Let's get him going. The engineers are also responsible for some of our upgrades, but we don't have any money for upgrades anyways. So let's get him in there, prepping bandages and supplies so that we can try to heal some people. These guys have a couple hours left, and they're going to go out for the military drafts, thankfully. And we can go into speed mode here. William Coling and Ivan Johnson. Is that one of our medic teams, perhaps? Yeah, a proper burial. Okay, so maybe I assign them, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. They're just. I think it's like a task that we assigned them to at the end of the last video. Okay, ADS is understaffed. They need more medic teams to transport the wounded. That is the advanced dressing station here, and that's fair. That's fair because we don't have them. We don't have a full complement of medic teams right now. Let's just switch this to a 24-hour thing. We'll switch this one as well. And these guys want to work there. So do they. Unfortunate. Okay, you're going to the cemetery. Let's just make sure that we have coverage for now. Early on, this is going to be a challenge, but I will say, compared to my first experiment with this game, I already have 2 surgeons, which is like significant. Okay. This is now talking about the canteen. You can say how much food rations are available each day. Nutritious rations require alcohol. That's an upgrade that we have to unlock anyways, but good to know. We're not going to change anything just yet. We're going to leave that rocking, and I did explain that to you guys already, so there we go. We got more of those. I'm just going to go ahead and spend them. I'm going to get 10 orders of surgical supplies here and let that rock and roll. Now, I hate to say it, but I wouldn't mind getting some more injured soldiers in here because I need to get them traded in for military drafts. Yeah. So if we could do that, that would be sick. I do feel like with our recent orders and with our pharmacy actually running, we will actually start making some money. Ooh. Okay, died during operation. That's bad. Now, there's a couple ways that we can get around that. A, we can put more nurses in here, and B, we can handle stuff in camp improvements. So giving more options here like amputation tools, that would be helpful. Probably the next thing that I'll get is amputation tools and the morgue. The morgue is nice because it means that when people pass, they won't occupy beds and they're just immediately gone, so we can get more people in. Otherwise, you got to wait for your cemetery team to come and grab them. But let's let that rock and roll.
Sir, patient is cured.
Okay, how are these guys looking? This guy's pretty solid. Says he's rested. Let's get you back to work, buddy. Okay, you can rest there. And I'm going to see if I can sneak in another one. I will, and it looks fine. But again, we're kind of being hindered by our supplies at the moment. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. I'd like to get into today, if we can open up the scouting camp, that would be cool. I'm just checking in here to make sure that they aren't exhausted, because I'm running these 24-hour shifts. And you can see a more difficult battle is coming up, so that's my cue to think, okay, I am going to have to defer some of my rehabbed soldiers back into the battlefield to make sure that this rating remains at good or potentially higher. But I don't want to overdo this. If I overdo it, it's kind of a waste, in my opinion, when I really need these military drafts. And at some point, we're probably really going to need the morale. So, yeah. Okay, rested, well rested. That's good. Let's see how these go. You can see the doctor coming into work, and you should see another operation kick in right away there. There it is. Okay, Jin, please survive, my dude. Oh, let's actually quickly talk about what else we see on this screen. I don't think I got into this detail in the first episode. So obviously this shows how many nurses are working, and this is basically showing an impact of the nurses being here. So the operation success chances increased by 20%, complication chances are reduced by 26%, and simplification chances are increased by 26%. The simplifications are when you get like the green icon up here and it says like, hey, something's going to be easier. That's really nice. Those are great to have. And there's perks that the surgeons can earn that increase your simplification chances. Complication chances are just the opposite. So anyway.
Sir, operation was successful.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay. Train's coming in. Let's check the schedule. So, yeah, okay. This is fine. Energy and collapsing. One of the currently assigned units is exhausted from working for too long. If we ignore it, that unit will collapse. Enter the unit assignment view to gain more info. Okay, so let me see if I can find that. Right here, operating ward. You see that nurse symbol? We did run into that in the first episode as well. One tricky thing that took me a bit to wrap my head around is like, okay, I'm at the operating ward, but I can't access the nurses, right? Everything from the operating ward is handled at the casualty clearing station. So that's the way that I wrap my head around it. Units assigned to jobs work till they collapse. Units that have collapsed can't work until they regain all their energy. Unassigned units regain energy over time, so make sure to unassign them before they collapse. You can also set shifts, which we did unlock, so that's pretty cool. So if we go in here, you'll see the nurses. One of them is exhausted. I'm going to bring her out, and we'll go back to here. Until I can get more, we're going to have to just manually move them around. But having 4 nurses is great. We actually do have 2 points for hiring, some staff points here. If I look at this, the nursing team requires 3. It's tempting. I think I'm going to snag an engineer because our medic team is full, 4 on 4. Our surgeons are full currently. Let's grab an engineer. That's going to give us some flexibility with producing bandages and also doing some camp upgrades. So that'll be fine. But I would like to get nurses. So you kind of have to save those because you're at the whim of HQ. And we actually got those because of the cemetery job that I was inquiring about before. Okay, so now I'm gonna have a medic team that's not doing anything. Let's put you in the casualty clearing and we'll run this on shifts.
Sir, medics are on the way.
You can see they're like, oh, I guess I'm gonna go back to my break. See you later. All right, you have a long rehab. And, oh, they changed this. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so previously, unless this is like a bug or something. So on the right, you can see these 2 blocked out chevrons. That means that the max you're just gonna get 1 combat point, right? And they used to have that over here too, but this is just much clearer, I think, to not have that. Either way, you're only getting 1 out of this guy. So what do we do with him? I'm gonna get military drafts. Okay, but again, keep in mind, in a few days from now, we're gonna have a more difficult combat, so we have to balance that.
Medics reach the casualty clearing station.
Okay, train station. What's coming in next? So at around 9:48 a.m., we should get some patients.
Sir, operation was successful.
Good to hear. I love those little callouts. That's so helpful, so you don't have to just keep scanning your buildings. You can almost entirely operate off of the audio cues. Let me check how my doctors are doing. Rested. This is great. We're in a great position right now. And we managed to heal everybody in the queue, and we will be able to handle everybody in the queue because we have the bandages. Sometimes operations might require you to choose a course of action, so here we go. Shorter rehab. This is one of those breakthroughs that we were talking about. This is huge. I love the shorter breakthroughs. I feel like, or I love the shorter rehab. You get them in there, get them into the rehab, get them out. Boom, Bob's your uncle. I think that was on, was it Robson? I would like to see which soldier this is. You can see it here, like, just based on the progression, but, okay, so yeah, maybe it was Avery then. But it would be nice if you hover this, it would just pop their name up. Just a nice little touch.
Sir, new patients arrived.
Okay. New patients arrived. Also notice our nurse icon. We're gonna swap these now. And you have to look for those. That can be tricky. And as you get more staff, it's gonna take a little bit more work. These guys are both stable. Again, like, this guy, his rank is not that good, and it's a difficult thing, but I'm like, I feel bad not healing them. I don't know. Like, the strategy side of things tells me I should probably ditch this guy. It saves me, like, half the bandages that I have, and I'm not getting a big reward out of it. But at the same time, it also gives these guys a little bit of experience, and I think that that is helpful. So maybe what I'll do is this. We'll get this guy operated on, then we rest, and then we'll hook this guy up next time. Okay.
Sir.
The shift work there is working out fine. I should now use that extra engineer that has arrived to do some type of camp upgrade. And I think we do have, yeah, amputation tools only cost 1. Let's do that. We'll throw in Jean-Pierre here. And now we have amputation tools, and I'll explain that in a little bit more detail when it's completed in 3 hours, 18 minutes. Ooh, died during operation. Not great. Not great. Don't love that.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
Unfortunate. That's a couple today. You can see we're up to 6 deaths. There will be more. Trust me. Okay, somebody's actually done here. It was that quick guy. I am actually tempted to send this guy to the trenches. It's an easy +3 for us. I think we'll do that, and then we'll get requisitions here. I keep calling these requisitions. I'll probably always call them that, but they're military drafts, okay? But I'm just gonna keep calling them that.
Sir, patient is cured. Sir.
So we have a strong rating now here, good rating here, and then another tough one. Because, again, these combat things, it kills some of your people off, and then you have to, like, keep resupplying. So that's why you see this decrease now. Cemetery needs a medic team. Yep, they do. They do, and we have one, so I don't know what you're talking about. What you're talking about. Waiting for burial. I have seen this get to the point where, like, I've got, like, a serious double-digit backlog of just dead bodies everywhere, so yeah, it can be, can be sad. Let's just switch you to a 12-hour now. And if no one's dead, then we don't need you, so.
Sir.
All right, here we go. Peculiar patient was brought into the casualty clearing, requiring your attention. Decide the fate of the peculiar patient. So, A, we have another thing. Perform it without anesthesia, or if we had tetanus serum, then we could do this. I don't have that option, so it's just going to become a more difficult mission, or a more difficult surgery. Okay, so here's VIPs. Now, VIPs sometimes have influence on HQ. HQ could sometimes give us specific requests for where to redeploy them to, either dismiss them or send them back out to the field. I had a situation where it was like a father and his 2 sons, they were all injured, and the father said, if you can't save all of us, save my sons first. And then we got a little bonus because of that. So pay attention to this kind of stuff. I wonder if I can sneak you in here. Because he's tired, he's exhausted. I don't love it. But he is stable. He's just got a pretty severe wound. Okay. Nurse is tired here. Now I got 2 tired nurses. I'm gonna keep my rehab going because that's essentially my income. Operating ward, I mean, I'll take the hit there. Because I have a VIP, I want to keep this nurse in the casualty clearing so his state doesn't decrease fast.
Sir, nurses reached the rehab.
Okay. So now we have special procedures, amputation, and then we have oxygen inhalation later, which I've not gotten to experience yet. However, let me show you how this kind of looks. So you can tell now we are running into a situation where we're getting overloaded with people. And this doctor is in fact going to be exhausted now, likely because of that event that just happened where it became more difficult, which means more time, and this guy was kind of teetering on the edge anyways. So hopefully we can get rested and back in time because this guy needs our help. Now, if we look down here, we see special operation. So what we can do is we can say, all right, let's bring in this guy, for example. He's going to die there because he's in serious condition. So is this guy, which is problematic. And our doctors, like, we might have some problems here. However, if I had to prioritize things, I would probably deny this guy, but we'll see. We'll see. But what we can do is this guy costs 5 bandages, and it's going to take approximately 3 hours. We can give him a special operation to amputate, and that would reduce the cost by half and reduce the time it takes by half. But what this means is you then cannot send them back out to the field. You can still send them for military drafts or you can send them for morale, but you cannot send them back out for combat. So this isn't actually that bad of a situation, in my opinion. The downside here is that this guy will die if I do it this way. If I go like this, I feel like, yeah, then he's gonna die. So it's like, who am I choosing here? This guy has a higher rank. This guy is not worth a ton, but it is a relatively easy operation. I do want this guy in. Maybe I could do this. When he comes... No, he's not gonna make it either. What if I did this? I feel like this is probably a safe play. It's a pretty quick operation. Then we go into the VIP who's in stable condition. We go here, trying to save everybody, but I'm gonna amputate this guy. And I'll amputate this guy. Just to, like, speed things up a little bit, save some bandages, which are in tight supply right now. And go from there. Now, if I want to unlock more slots here, let's take a look at the upgrades. So production, and we want to look at the pharmacy. Here unlocks chemical production and 2 production stations for that. Unlocks alcohol production. This is at the engineering depot. Increases production speed by 25% in the pharmacy. That would probably be a good grab for us. Here I can add another station, but I have to go to this kind of second level major upgrade. So maybe what we'll do is with our next few requisitions, we'll get into the pharmacy production so we can keep healing these people at the rate that I would like to.
Sir.
This guy's getting exhausted. Let's give him a break. We're gonna stick to the 24 hours here for now. ADS needs a medic team. There's no one to transport wounded back from the trenches. I know.
Sir, operation was successful.
But we're busy. Okay? We're busy. So those 3 requisitions we'll be able to use. Morale is pretty good. We're at over 50%. I mean, that's exceptional, actually. So.
Patient is cured.
Okay, so now they just keep coming, guys. This is where things are gonna. We gotta make decisions. Okay. This guy is in serious condition. I don't think he's gonna make it no matter how I stagger this. Unless, yeah, he's exhausted. Actually, we can move him here. So that's an option. And then what I'll do is, I don't think this guy's gonna Okay, yeah. Hold on. This guy won't make it if we rest because the serious condition. He is a level 3, though. If I put him down here, he also shouldn't make it, I don't think. This guy is stable, so he can wait a bit longer. But it doesn't look like that's going to be enough. I don't know how accurate these symbols are, by the way. I feel like sometimes they're not. Like, they tend to update in weird ways. Like, this guy was fine until I drug him in, right? But they are high ranks. So, like, if I'm going to do it, I would rather save this guy. And then I also wonder, can I get away with this? Because this is a quick surgery. I just keep pushing that VIP back. I keep pushing him back. Let's deny here. And maybe to speed things up, what we'll do is we'll amputate a couple of these. Okay. That's going to slow down our combat production, but we're gonna save bandages. We're gonna save time. 2 things that we are short on. Okay, so when these guys are done, when this guy's out of here, we're gonna have the forms necessary. Here's another one. I'll just take it for the forms.
Operation was successful.
Good to hear. Thank you, ma'am. Need one more, and then I can increase our production in the pharmacy. Are my medic teams back? Yes. So let's go here. We'll put you at the clearing station, and I'll just run these 24 hours. You go back to the operating ward. And actually, I'll put 2 into the clearing station to really slow down those degradations in their status.
Sir, new patient arrived. Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
New patients arrived. Shocking. They're both stable, at least. Pretty long surgeries, but let's amputate. Yeah, I mean, it's either that or kill them. Okay? Just denying someone, you are basically just killing them. Damn. Lost morale on that. That's unfortunate.
Sir, may I inform you?
Oh, here we go. Left a personal recommendation note with one of the patients who was recently brought to the casualty clearing. Okay, I'll take a look at that. We're getting a 2 here. I'll tell you what, let's go to the... our trenches are actually super solid. Let's just keep getting cash. And also, that's one thing I didn't point out. This is a second VIP. But we can actually look at their cards. And there's a written note here. So I'm writing to you with a personal request to give extra attention in the case of Lieutenant Lepourgo. I'd be much obliged if he was to be operated on and sent for rehab as quickly as possible. I'm known to repay the kindness or hostility shown towards me. As I am a man with certain influences, I hold some power over the hospital, over when the hospital will gain additional resources or staff members. So, like, yeah, we need him. We need him big time. Big time. This guy's resting. Oh, God. Okay, so, man. And what about this guy now? Private Morgan held position alone despite overwhelming enemy forces for more than half an hour before reinforcements arrived. Due to his accomplishments, I recommend giving his case higher priority and ensuring his quick return to active duty. So that actually tells us where he has to go as well. He is stable, thank God, but I mean... we got big problems. This guy's resting for a while. We do have 2 nurses here for now. Let's see what we can do.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
Okay. Not enough medicine. Okay, I need to ramp this up. I'm going 24 hours. I'm going to put them both on duty. One thing I'd like to see is an exhaustion bar, actually. Because until they're exhausted, you don't really know. And I would maybe swap one of those with the engineer that's just chilling. Wait, did I put somebody in for morale? Oh, unfit for combat. Oh, right. Okay, yes, sorry. Amputations also can't be sent to HQ. They can only be released. So they're auto-assigned there. That's my bad. I think I messed up when I explained that.
Sir, patient is
Denied
cured.
admission. That's the one that we denied. But we did say, okay, we're going to take a much smaller hit there. We're willing to do that. All good. All good. Beeman Roberts is being operated on. So that's this guy. I'm gonna... Oh, man. I'm gonna do this so the VIP gets operated on. And then... I don't think that's accurate. Yeah, I think you're gonna die. You're gonna die. How should I look at this? Yeah, that's really bad. These guys are fine to sit at the end. It's this group. I have to get the VIPs dealt with. This guy is currently getting operated on. And he needs to be... What? Sent for rehab as quickly as possible. Doesn't say where he has to go after that. There's also some nice little, like, story bits here. So if you're having decisions to make about who to save and stuff, you can read those to learn about, you know, some of their family or what have you. I think that's gonna have to be as good as it is right now. Hate to say it, but I'm gonna try to overwork this pharmacy ASAP.
Operation was successful.
Here we go. Let's go camp improvements, production. Let's go... Pharmacy production speed. Put this guy in there. Give her. We have combat, like, 24 hours, roughly.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Valentine is in there. It's this guy. That's our VIP. Good. This guy's not looking great. Still not looking great. Not enough medicine here. But we have to get that VIP treated because it's serious. So, yeah. I need that stuff. How many is it on him? Does it tell us in here? I think I have to, like, drag him out. 8. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna make sure that we are just pounding this stuff out. We're getting 2 every time this bar fills, so I do think we can do it. They're coming down from the
Patient arrived.
clearing station above. I think this guy is just toast. I'm gonna just deny. That's all I can do. I'll prioritize this guy. Let's amputate. Amputate. Maybe that's like a good kind of approach for us, is these lower rank guys. We just amputate them so it's super cheap, super quick, and we get a little morale boost, right? The middle of the road guys kind of decide based on combat, and then just take it case by case after that.
Sir, patient is cured.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I got a nurse problem here, you can see. Let's take you out, you can rest.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Now that's gonna increase our deterioration speed, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is. Okay. Oh wait, I actually have... Here, let's order some resources here. Because we did start our upgrade for the production speed. That's going to finish in an hour and a half. Yikes, Morley. Not looking good, buddy. Not looking good. And I don't have a way to do it. I don't like that he's now resting. Frick, he might die too. It's not showing that yet, but it's 8. We do have 9 bandages. He is going back. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, okay, deadly. We got that in just in time. So Ralphie is getting operated on. So we broke up that rest because the bandages kicked in. So that's good that it kind of does that automatically.
Operation was successful.
Now what's happening? Is this the VIP? Ralphie. Frick. Okay, so this is a tough call because we do have to give his case a higher priority, right? If I do this, we don't want him to die. That's the thing. This is going to make it a more difficult procedure. Or I can say give him the extra time to do it, but the surgeon's going to be like exhausted. But let's give him the extra time. Do it as good as we can. You're exhausted. You're almost off your rest, so let's swap
Sir,
them.
nurses are on the way. Sir, nurses reached the rehab.
All right. Valentine. So all it says is sent for rehab as quick as possible. Doesn't say where he has to go. Yeah. So let's make some cash money from him. Also, production speed is now increased, and we can see that is absolutely flying. Happy to see that. The goal would be to produce all this stuff in-house, right? So that I don't have to be ordering stuff from the train. That's the goal. What do I need to unlock scouting here? Oh yeah, it just happens in the story. Okay, well, we'll just see. We'll just see about that. Because that actually helps a lot. Ooh. Oh yeah, denied. We're good. We're good. We're good. Man, this guy is in trouble. I could cancel his rest. You know what? I'm going to cancel his rest. We're going to save this dude. He's worth a lot. So he should come out. He should start running here. I think this guy's toast as well. He's not worth a lot. I hate to say it. Oh, God. Doesn't it feel bad?
Doctor is starting a new shift.
He's not worth a lot.
Engineer is on the way.
I wouldn't mind, so you see how we see these little icons? I wouldn't mind if they showed up somewhere else on the screen, just so it's a little bit easier to catch.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Okay. I hope I'm explaining this as clearly as I can to you guys. So here's the combat. You can skip this too, by the way, because there's no interaction here, but we'll let her rip.
An artillery strike so close to the hospital! Those bastards are violating the Geneva Convention!
The cannons are not aiming at the hospital, but at our trench lines, Major. They're German howitzers, hence the missiles seem to fall close to us. The recent bombardment got me thinking. We need a specialized unit that can gather information about
Here we go,
outside
scouts.
We cannot own...
We do have some serious patients coming in, but damn, our doctor's exhausted right now, man. And he's very expensive. I'm gonna deny that. We'll take a stable patient.
Only rely on the pieces of information from HQ. I received permission from headquarters to commission a scouting unit.
Awesome.
But it was conditional. The scouts are to be under your command, not mine.
I understand, Lieutenant Colonel. I see you're not happy with that.
No. But I know better than to argue with HQ. They will send someone to lead the unit as soon as you prepare logic
Ooh.
and request
During the
their
operation,
arrival.
damn.
Very
Okay.
good. Thank you for your work and help, Lieutenant Colonel.
So we need to build a scout tent and request a scout team on it. So that should show in here now. Yep, and we can do this without, because it's a direct request from them, we don't have to pay any cost, it's just the time, right? So let's put this guy in. And that'll build the scout tent over here. You can see him going to work. Oh, what's this? Damn. Okay. HQ requested us to send them chemical medicine supplies if possible. They want 14 of them. I only have 10. But we would gain 2 hiring points. It's not the right time. I have 5 hours to do it in. This guy's going to give us 3. And then I could look at the train station and order some of these. It depends on the train schedule, if I can get this done or not. It depends on the train schedule.
Sir, operation was successful.
Okay. So now both of our guys are resting, and they're near exhausted, right? So I kind of have to leave them. However, we are going to change some priorities here. Okay. I think good is better than... Yeah, good is the best. So they can get kind of pushed down a little bit. Let's see if that works. We had these guys both on amputate, right? I think if anybody at 1, that's going to be the approach that we take. This guy, he's just so expensive. We're going to let him go. This guy's stable. Let's put him in, say, here. And we'll just dismiss that one also. This guy's good. Let's prioritize him over Clotilde. And I think that's okay for now. You can see we're rapidly improving our production on the bandages. How long on this? Okay, it's gonna be close. Let's see. Man, our morale's actually sick. It's really good. Okay, so this has to be decided in 3.5 hours. If I order these now, which I'm going to, it's gonna arrive in 4 hours. Ugh. Hold on, let me look at the schedule. Yeah, because the next train, yeah, this is just the next train. That's the problem. So if I order them, it's kind of a waste. Because we're not using these yet, so I don't want to waste our tickets on that. This is just going to, unfortunately, not happen for us. But maybe that's a sign to try to get other production going. And I'm trying to do that, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's do the morgue upgrade. I'll take one of you out of there now, because we are peppering that, which is good.
You just arrived.
Thank you for saving my life. I hope my father will reward you for your trouble. Yes.
Sir,
Nothing changes for now.
HQ. You've reached the construction site.
Thank you. I'm pleased you agreed to my request. As a token of gratitude, I assigned additional resources to your facilities. Nice. Okay, so we're going to get a hiring thing and 4 requisition. Deadly. You know what? That's a decent trade-off because I'm not going to be able to get this. You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. This doesn't really help me per se. We're going to have to hold this because I think the next thing I would like is some more nurses. Yeah, I'm going to save for some nurses. How's our cemetery looking? Not a huge backlog. It's beautiful. How's my... Yeah. Let's do this. Let's give you a break. I'll put you in here. We'll keep the cemetery on a 12-hour shift until we get a huge backlog or something. I think we could do the same, arguably, with the advanced dressing station, but we'll run the casualty clearing all the time. Okay. Now, I don't know if we talked about this. So you're looking at the top of the screen. Yes, 11 have died, 25 have been saved, but there's also this ruthless and humanitarian meter.
Sir, medics reached the cemetery.
To my understanding, that meter is based on decisions that we've made. Let's see if the highlight says anything. How the staff perceives you based on decisions made in the way of managing the hospital. So there we go. Nice. HQ. Now, we do have to buff our combat power just a little bit here. That's fine. Again, I look at morale as like almost our health, okay? There's no huge benefit to having high morale. It's just that when it reaches 0, you lose. So, like, I could... more people could die. I could dismiss more people in the clearing station if I wanted. That would all be okay. I mean, not for them, but
Sir, new patient
for the good of our camp. I'd love to give these guys a full rest if I could. And it seems like this is fine. So, let me prioritize you. That will kill him. All right. We'll amputate. Amputate. And we'll see if that strategy pays off. I don't know. I didn't do a ton of amputating in my previous hands-on, but I do think that this makes sense because why invest in somebody that's not worth a lot? And you don't have to kill them, you can still save them, and it's cheaper and it's faster, so yeah. Will that work out long term? Maybe. We'll see. That's part of the reason our morale is so high right now, is because of those decisions, so. Now, scout tent. Let's look at that. That's close. Okay, so that's the 716. This is another thing I would like on the hover here. I'd like to see what those are. You can see the little icon behind it, but if you got a couple of them queued up, you don't really know. Okay, let's swap you out.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
You can see how having an additional couple of nurses here would just make all the difference. Okay, doctors are still resting. One of them's getting back to work here shortly. I got another stable patient in. I'm not going to break this rest period right now. Let's just see what happens.
Reached the rehab.
Ralphie reached the rehab. Oh, that was the nurse, sorry. Okay. Scout tent is underway. Denied admission. We lose, I think, 1% on those. Not a huge deal. I'm just ruthless right now. I feel ruthless. Even though I'm trying to be nice. Like, I'm trying to do the right thing here. Okay. Couple denied. Yeah, down to 57. Okay, cool. Great. I do have 6 requisitions. I want to put those into some upgrades. That's what I want to do. That's what I want. What should I get into, though? Patient rehab. Maybe this kind of stuff. You don't need to rest, buddy. Get out there. Let's get into this. If you weren't looking, what I did was increase the speed of rehab. Anything that's increasing our speeds, I think, is helpful. Speed of patient condition deterioration. That should be another one that we grab. We'll grab that one next. And that just gives us kind of, that builds our, I like to call that like building our engine. That's a kind of a board gamey type thing. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to change my approach now because we're starting to get some of these patients that are using these things. The pills. Can't remember what these are called exactly. Trauma medicine. The problem is I have to hire a trauma medicine person. So we're going to have to deny for now. But the fact that those are starting to come in means I gotta focus on it. I mean, I feel bad for these guys that keep getting delayed, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so we'll set the rest there. He's gonna come out now. And then, do I want to wake him up? Let's not. Let's let him do his thing. Okay, so that changes things a bit, which means I won't take that rehab speed upgrade. Where are my engineers? Are any of them done? No. I guess I could just be looking at the top there, but... Okay. So we will try to build the facilities required to get in some of those other types of doctors. And I believe our first ones to hire them are cheaper. Maybe even actually 0. I'm not sure. It might be 1 though. It's probably going to be 1. I don't think they're 0. But I need engineers available. Here comes the doctors. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to try to save as many of these as possible, I guess. Let her rip. I'm glad we took the warehouse upgrade, because we've got so much of the production tools that we need. Resting? Dude. Alright, tell you what. Let's put Michael in here. We're going to slow down on the bandage production for a second, just to kind of knock out one of these upgrades, so that rehab goes faster. Earlier we get that, the better it is. We are going to have to handle our combat situation here in a bit. Nurses tired, of course. Extremely exhausted. Didn't collapse. We caught it in time, but albeit it was a bit late. We're going to amputate. And I hate to say it, but yeah. How high would I need to move you up? Maybe I can pull that off. Let's see.
Sir, operation was successful.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Where's my medic team? Let's get you guys back in the casualty clearing.
Medics are on the way.
Things are pretty busy. I need patients being delivered.
Nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
Now that we finished that upgrade, we're gonna try and unlock these chemical wards or the trauma wards. We saw this first, so let's take this. It's gonna unlock a slot for trauma specialists that I can then hire. I can't afford to have you guys resting. So get out there.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
I don't even know what this one is. I can't recall. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, right, the morgue. Okay, we can knock that out really quick after this too. All right. So let's go back here. I'll put you in the morgue, finish that up. Then you can go rest. Train station, we're gonna hire. And we did, okay, the first one is free. Incredible. That's super nice. Didn't know that. Don't recall that. All good. So we're gonna bring in a trauma specialist. He's not gonna be really busy. But that's actually a good cue for us to then also go into the chemical ward and get that going. Because then we can just bring that guy in for free and he's chilling, so whatever. Let's do this. We're not going to make any bandages for a moment, but we're going to knock out these upgrades. They're all pretty quick. Rehab. You know what? I'm going to toss this into the trenches. It's a nice little +3 there.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Scout tent in a couple hours.
Sir, we lost this patient.
Died during the operation. Yeah, I mean, we'll be able to mitigate that more once we get some more nurses. So it's okay. Let's check how these guys are looking. Surprisingly, pretty good. We're gonna rest there. And if nothing goes wrong, then we can manage that. Check our schedule here. Here comes our new guy. Fine. But again, we don't have a lot of these chemicals and stuff, so that's something we're gonna need to get our production going on that, and I'm gonna try my best.
Sir,
Scout tent is done. All right. Thanks for patching me up, sirs. I'll try to shoot some kraut in your honor. Very cool. That's from Ralphie. So we get a nice morale boost there, but look at that, baby. We're at 67% morale. That is the highest I've ever seen it. And probably the highest it will ever be, to be honest. I will say, things are going quite well, though. Like, I think we have a good handle on this. Let's go to the scout tent here. Now, you are going to notice this is a bug that happens in some of these screens. You see that little flickering? It's annoying, but it is what it is. So let's see. If we go here and we look at the assignment, we don't have any scouts. So do I hire them here? Can't remember. Yes, I do. Let's hire our scout. And then in the scout upgrade tree, it's probably worth just taking a look at what's available here. So here you can increase the maximum number of scouts and teams by 1. This helps you with like the investigations that they do. If you add dogs to the teams, then it decreases travel time. Here you can increase the number of available scout teams, increases the number of scouts in teams by 2, increases the number of dogs, decreases scout team travel time, increases the amount of available teams by 2, decreases travel time, and lastly, decreases travel time. So pretty straightforward upgrades in the scouting tree, but the scouts are very, very helpful. Looks like our combat is going to be fine based on this decision that we're making here. So we're strong and we're going to go to good there. Yeah. Okay. I think maybe we take a quick break here and decide what we're going to do next. I'm actually unsure of what I should do next. I need to get more nurses. That's for sure. I think maybe focusing on some of our production stuff would be beneficial. So just going into these things. Decreases production cost, unlocks the alcohol production so that eventually we can get into, where is it? Here, so that we can unlock the chemical production. Where do I unlock the, like, pills production? Where is that? Right here. So that's like a ways off, man, which is kind of scary, to be honest. But I think that is a good kick in the ass to get this going, because I do believe it's necessary to make this. So yeah, let me do that. Throw you in there, and then we'll throw both of these guys back into this. He was tired, but that's fine. And as you can see, like, this is one of those games where, like, hey, I'm gonna take a break, but it's like I got a billion things to do, so let me just do those. And then 6 hours go by. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you're having a super sweet weekend. If you guys want more of this, again, like, hit me up in the comments below. Like, I'll make these videos. You guys, a lot of people watched that first one, and you guys seem to really like it. I wasn't sure what the reception was going to be. So yeah, let me know, and I'll keep making them if you keep liking them. See you guys. Bye for now.